Listen to me, everyone. Listen, all you dummies out there, listen to me right now before you hit me up with this Chuba Hubbard BS. Okay. So, yes, I'm addressing the dummies, but that's before you do something stupid. So, don't, how you going to take offense, right? How you going to take offense if I'm attacking you before it happens, right?
No,
You
you
can't
got
take offense. Just don't take it personal. But listen up, you freaking idiots, you freaking dummies who are gonna hit me up about this Eli Mitchell BS about me blowing my FAB on Eli Mitchell, which I still like, by the way. I still would have done it because you know what? All the other Niners running backs are hurt and they're playing the Packers. So Eli Mitchell's hurt too, but hopefully it's minor. Anyway, I would have still done it. I would have still spent 100% FAB on Eli Mitchell. And now you're going to hit me up with this BS about, oh, Chuba Hubbard. I would have rather blew all my FAB, blow your whole load on Chuba Hubbard. Listen up, you freaking dummies. I'm the same guy who had Chubba Hubbard as a huge sleeper since day zero. So how you going to tell me I'm giving irresponsible, stupid advice when I already said to pick up Chubba Hubbard? Guess who owns Chubba Hubbard? Take a guess.
you do in a lot of
Oh
leagues.
yes, me and
I'm in
Mike.
a couple leagues with you.
Me and Mike own Chubba Hubbard in every single league.
It's
So
true,
what are we?
guys.
What are we doing? Okay, I already own Chubba Hubbard. What? It's not $0 and FAB, whatever. I'm spending no FAB. I already have Chuba Hubbard. I
You
like
were
this.
getting him pretty late too. You were getting him pretty late in the drafts.
He's not. I got him in
The
round
last round of
12
a
at
lot
the
of them.
absolute earliest. I don't even consider him I get him in round 14. Is my last pick? I either went Devontae Booker or Chuba Hubbard in round 14. So what are you guys going to talk about? And you know what? I already know you guys are scared. You guys aren't even going to blow your load on Chuba Hubbard. You guys aren't going to even spend 100% FAB on Chuba Hubbard because you're already scared. What are you waiting for? Cordell Patterson? I know you didn't show me that you spent 100% FAB on Cordell Patterson. Everyone's gonna laugh at you. Go tweet that screenshot to me. Go show that screen. I know you didn't because you're scared. You already know Cordell Patterson's not worth that. Cordell Patterson's worth 10-15% of your FAB. That's fine. I like him. You know, he's not worth 100%. I mean, if you're not spending 100% on Eli, you're not spending 100% on Cordell, right? Is that the same human, right? If you don't spend 100%, you're definitely not on Cordell, right, Drew?
Yeah, it's not the
There's
same
no
risk
way.
move. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no one is, but I mean, especially if you're not doing 100% on Eli. And I already admitted, I admit that it's a bold, risky move. I admit that I might get 2, 3, 4 weeks out of Eli Mitchell. If that's gonna buy me 3 W's, I'll spend all my FAB if that's gonna get me 2 W's. 2 wins? Are you kidding me? 2 wins for NFL team. You know what 2 wins means in a fantasy league? 2 wins, guys. What is that? What is that, Drew? What are we doing?
Every week's
14
like playing
weeks?
Alabama, I heard. That
We're
was the
doing
quote of the week.
14 weeks, right? 14
Yeah,
weeks is the
because of
regular
the one
season.
extra game this
Okay.
season. Yep.
That's 21.4% of your season. That's nearly a quarter of your season. Like, are you kidding me? That's 3 wins. If you got 3 wins. That's what I'm saying, man. How much you spending on Chuba Hubbard? I already told you to get him. I already have him. I didn't drop him either. You should have already got this guy. All we know is it's hamstring, right? We have no other info on CMC. So, by the way, for those listening to the audio podcast, whatever, welcome. We're going to be talking about Thursday Night Football brief, the important stuff. Thursday Night Football, me going over my Monkey Knife Fight picks. This episode sponsored by MKF. Shout out to them. And we're going to be introducing Debbie, Drew, talking a little bit about Dynasty and answering all your questions. I don't want to answer any questions right now, but this is let's bring up Albert's. That's a good question to ask. So how much, this is something that I should address. How much FAB should you spend on Chubba Hubbard? So if you didn't draft him or you're in a 10 team, I'm not mad at you guys for not having it. I'm just addressing these haters that are going to possibly come out of nowhere.
Attacked lately.
Yeah, I'm just gonna the when they come out of the bushes and drop down from the palm trees and try to scare me. There's probably one right outside of my house right now trying to scare me. Oh, FAB, like shut up before you come out. I already said this. I already spent said I'm spending 100% on Eli Mitchell. If I went back in time, I'd still spend 100% on Eli Mitchell. And I already drafted Chubba Hubbard. All the good. He was the best value handcuff out there. I also like Tony Pollard, but Tony Pollard was
Madison's a
going
good one.
not as good as a value.
No,
He's a
maybe
good
not.
one.
But
he's a top 5 handcuff for sure. He's there's not that many out there. Yeah, he's a good one, not a great one. And Chubba Hubbard honestly doesn't look that good in regular season games. Looked a lot better.
Get any room.
But yeah, he doesn't look that good. I still have some hope for him. Royce Freeman will be thrown in there just to take some pressure off Chubba and whatnot. But Chubba still has a lot of upside, and he hasn't looked as good as I thought he might. But I still believe in some of that upside. So how much should you spend on Chubba Hubbard? So first thing we need to address: Christian McCaffrey went down. He was ruled out. I'd say very fast. I'd say like abnormally fast.
Pretty immediate.
Was ruled out for the rest of the game. That fast, I think that's a bad sign. So if you had to guess, Drew, how many weeks is he? Like, what are you thinking? Like, what's the severity of this injury?
5 or 6 weeks. I mean, I saw someone in the Discord say they saw a pop. I don't know how true that is, but
was it like a whack guy in the Discord, or you think an OG?
No, it's Toast.
Okay, so he's like one of the most trusted guys in the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
he's thinking he saw that. Pop, yeah.
I think it's going to be at least a handful of weeks, if not longer, guys.
So you think
Chubba Hubbard did get loose a little bit. He had 52 yards, I think it was, on 11 carries. But I think Royce Freeman made an appearance. Too bad Mikey's not on the stream tonight. He's a Royce Freeman truther.
Well,
hopefully he logs in soon.
Just doesn't really
in chat.
It's irrelevant.
It's just who else do you think they're gonna go and get?
I need you to focus. What's wrong with Christian? We're talking one thing at a time. We're talking about Christian McCaffrey. He's going to miss significant time. Weeks. All right. Hamstring injuries linger a lot. Okay. Let's just say 6 weeks because of that lingering thing.
To be fair.
Right. It could be 8 weeks.
He's not going to be
could be 2 to 4 weeks. But let's just say 6 weeks because he can come back, he get hurt. There's so much going on. And I mean, it literally did happen last year. He had a little injury, then he got back, came back, got hurt. Like, this is the same guy. No, totally different situation, but this is the same guy. And I mean, we've seen this, right, with Julio, with Danny Woodhead. Like, we've seen this. These are hamstring injuries. So we've seen this before. So we'll just say he's out 6 weeks just to make our projections, right? So Chubba Hubbard, I'm looking at him. He's not looking as good as I thought his upside was, but I'm still hopeful of Chubba Hubbard. Loved him as a prospect, loved his upside. I love the draft pick by the Panthers. So I still think he's good. My top 5 running back thing, let's throw that out. Let's say he's not going to be top 5. Let's say he's going to be top 10. So, and there's a lot of murky running backs out there this year. So I think being top 10 should be really easy. Actually, look at all these crappy running backs and injuries, dude. I mean, Tyson Williams is a top 10 running back. It's looking like possibly. Like, it's really murky. There's a lot of bust, a lot of worries, a lot of inconsistency at running back. Even Kamara was. I mean, I thought Kamara would do great last week. Yeah, I mean, it's scary out there. So, I think if you missed out on Eli Mitchell, I think 100%. Why not? What are you holding your FAB for? You're waiting for Dalvin Cook to get her. I mean, what are we waiting on?
Yeah,
what are these
the weeks you got to
what are these haters telling me? Like, so who's the guy? Like, what's gonna happen? Nick Chubb's gonna get hurt. Kareem Hunt's owned in every league. Alexander Madison, if he's not owned in every league, he's going to be rostered in every league. I have the opportunity to listen to the people. Everyone's asking if they should pick up Alexander Madison because Dalvin Cook has a minor injury. So I don't like what's going to happen, Drew. Zeke's going to get hurt. Everyone owns Tony Pollard. I know because everyone's asking if they should start Tony Pollard. So I don't know what Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to get hurt.
I'm trying to think if I have many leagues where Chubba Hubbard or Madison is available, to be honest with you. Like, I'm trying to think.
If you're in a 10, well, you mean you play like Come on.
I
This
mean,
is couch
seriously,
fam.
these
This is
guys are all
couch
going in
fam.
my team.
Because it's couch.
I'm like, how much would I spend? I mean, I don't even think I'd have that opportunity, but I'd spend it all.
Because these people are smart. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you're in a 10-team league, look, Chubba Hubbard's probably not rostered, but if you're in a league with me, if you're in a couch fam league, you're in a 12-team league or deeper, Chubba Hubbard's usually rostered.
He's gone.
Pushing Chubba Hubbard hard. He was in my sleepers video. I've been talking to him. You guys see me draft him. I've drafted him in round 14, 13.
He was good at Oklahoma State.
He was
Him and Tylan
amazing.
Wallace
We've
played on
talked
the same
about him on
offense
this
together.
podcast because I remember
For
talking
sure.
to you. When else would I talk to you on a video? Then we talked about him. We had to have talked about him on this podcast. I remember talking to you about him.